What's up, everybody? My name is Nathan, and I am a Christian recording artist. And I just wanted to take a moment and talk about something. I saw a video a little while ago, and it really kind of just irritated me because it shows the ignorance of this generation, and it moved me to try to get people to understand what's going on in music, the recording industry, and yes, with the Grammys. So I know a lot of people they feel some kind of way about the Grammys that just happened this past weekend, and some people feel like artists shouldn't have won certain awards, and artists should have won certain awards, etc. So quickly, I just want to say this: as somebody who's been to the Grammys a couple times, I understand how important it is for artists to be nominated, let alone win. When you get nominated, there is a significant bump in the streams of your music as well as the download. So people actually buying your music. This means more revenue for you. This means more money for you, more income for you. Like any other profession, whether it's the NFL or NBA or what have you, we all want to do well financially. Nobody wants to wake up and say, I enjoy being poor. I mean, come on, man. Nobody says that. So we all want to do well. So these artists, there are other people who are depending on them as well. And when they get these nominations and they know they're going to get the bump in these streams and these songs, the person who may have wrote that song, they get more money. So, the songwriter does, the engineer does, the producer. It means a lot for these people who are involved in the actual making of these songs and or albums. It means a lot to them when these artists get nominated. Um, do we make music to win Grammys? Of course not. Nobody plays football just to win a Super Bowl. You love the game, and of course we love music. We love being in the studio. We love playing the piano. We love composing. We love just the the art of just sitting there and working on a MPC or whatever, a Roland Phantom or whatever you're working on. We love that, but we also nobody will ever say they don't want to be recognized for what they do by their peers. We see it across every profession. I don't care if it's the tech industry, if it's sports, if it's financial, it doesn't matter. Medical, everybody wants to be recognized to some degree by their peers to know that my work is appreciated. And so while you have this generation now that will sit here and say the Grammys are stupid, I beg to differ because Doechii, a young woman from Tampa, Florida, this meant a lot to her because not only is she going to get a bump in the streams of her music and downloads of her music, but now this may open other doors for this young woman financially for maybe a movie role. Maybe working with some other artists you know, that are super prominent. That this may help her career out a lot. So to say the Grammys are dumb or they don't matter is typically, I think it's people who don't appreciate and understand how important it is to the artist. Now, I understand there's some caveats here because the Recording Academy and the Grammys in general, they have taken advantage of people. We saw this back in 88 and 89 with Michael Jackson, how they did Mr. Michael. He was on tour with the Bad Tour, and I don't even think dude really wanted to do the Grammys, but they got him there. He even performed on that show, and I mean, he did his thing. And he won nothing. He was nominated for, I believe, 6 Grammys for the Bad album, which I believe that year, 88, I think it was the biggest selling album of 88. I think Bad was the biggest selling album of the 80s other than Thriller. And it's not that, he was hurt and he was crushed. And it wasn't just that he didn't win, but, when you win, you get this bump in your music. We all want to make uh, we all want to do well in our careers. I don't care what you're doing. You want to do well. Um, and so for him to come off a tour, that the Bad Tour was a big tour for him, and it took a lot of time. And for him to come off of that tour to do that show only to feel like he was kind of neglected, that's frustrating. So the Grammys have had a habit of getting stars and artists to come there. Eminem talked about this, about getting the bigger stars to come there, the Adeles, the Bruno Mars, and so forth and so on. And then they leave empty-handed, and it makes artists feel unappreciated. So when these artists win these awards or nominated, it means something to them. So you have to understand that. You have to understand that, like every profession, these musicians and recording artists, they want to be taken seriously. It is so frustrating as a recording artist and as a musician how music is so underappreciated. But yet you can't watch Rocky without music. You can't watch Star Wars without music. Those films don't work. You can't watch a commercial without music. You can't play a video game without sound. Music moves the world. And I really think it's time that we start appreciating. And it doesn't matter if it took somebody 30 minutes or 30 weeks to make a song. You know, Not Like Us was one of the most popular songs of the summer. And for people to feel like it didn't deserve the Grammys that it got, well, it's not your song. You didn't work on it. You know, that song, while it may mean one thing to Kendrick Lamar, that song means a lot to Mustard. Trust me. That's a lot of revenue for that young man. That's, it's a lot of notoriety for all the hard work he's put in over the years, because that young man's been around a long time. And to see how people are now screaming, the whole Mustard line, that means something to him. So I think we need to stop degrading some of these award shows and some of these artists because it's not for you. That's fine. If it's not for you, it's not for you. That's fine. But let people do what they do and what they love without making them feel that they're not deserving of the accolades that they've worked so hard for. You know, I congratulate all the Grammy nominees as well as the winners. Um, you know, some of you guys have put in so much work, and it's taken so long for you to get to where you are. And uh, I hope that you give God praise for your talent, for your gift of creativity, and I hope you give God praise for keeping you safe and giving you the opportunity to share your gift with the world. I hope that one day I am nominated. I believe I will be, and I believe I will win many Grammys. So congratulations to the Grammy Award nominees and winners, and may God bless you all.